Joke's on you, I never sign waivers. I'd like to see you try.
Line. Never mind, I think that's scene. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Is that what you wanted?
Real novel take. Let's take 5.
Oh. Sure, okay, Ellie. You think he's going to offer me something? Do you think I was good?
Here's my star. Walk and talk with me.
Oh, hey, hello.
Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage before we make a final decision, though.
You don't sound impressed.
Look, sometimes you just gotta wait for your break, you know? Here, take this for making the trip down here. Don't call us. We'll call you.
You won't call me, though, will you? He's not going to call. Yeah, I think I needed a fix before I went to do that. What's the intimidation? 65? Skills. Yeah, I could have done that if I had a fix. Oh no, I think it's the sugary drink pushing me up. Oh well. Well, looks like we won't be asking for more money, but this isn't the elevator we came up in. I kind of want to see where it goes. I mean, since we're basically just rule breakers in Byzantium, we may as well act the part. Not that I've been shy about going in to see where elevators go before, though we weren't allowed in. Okay, I kind of like that ornament. Oh, okay, it just comes in the other side, right. I'll be seeing you all then.
Rizzo's knock you out bar.
Well, if that was our big break, I think we threw it. We do need to see Eva Chartrand, that was it. She is the last person remaining here we need to see, and she lives across the street from Ellie's parents. It's getting kind of late. That is one intimidating building, I must say. Now, Eva Chartrand, this is her. I just noticed are these roads, or are they just... Because there's like paved avenues here. Oh, maybe it's just for mechs. Maybe it's like this is like designated mech space. It's like, oh, if you don't want to risk getting hit by a mech, walk on these paved bits. Because I was just noticing there's no vehicles on the streets. Sorry, it was a bit of a tangent. Gardener Sam. Okay, let's see if this key we got from Ilya really works. It does. Right, come on. You know, when I heard she lived in Byzantium, I wasn't really expecting such a fancy home. Or...
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
No, it's... I hear you. It reminds you of your parents' place. Do we announce ourselves, or do we just sneak around for a bit? It's a terminal. Personal terminal of Eva Chartrand. Logs. Cascadia compromised. I received a message that an unauthorized user was looking through my files on Cascadia. On my Cascadia terminal. Oh, that was me. Maybe some marauders with 2 firing brain cells, maybe not. I hope whoever it is understands that the sacrifices made on Monarch and HRS 1084 serve a higher purpose. One day, when all of us have attained a new state of being, humanity may forgive my sins. Okay, what is it she's doing? Clearly, she doesn't think what she's doing is ethical. HRS 1084. My worst suspicions are confirmed. HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks? My team. As usual, My handlers on the board are no help. Until I deliver results they can replicate, package, and disperse to the general population, they desire only silence and obedience from the likes of me. Yet another relocation. Circumstances were hardly optimal at the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and a combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured HRS 1084. Perhaps my home in steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed, the ones I lost. The work continues in isolation and loneliness, perhaps as it should. The first extraterrestrials. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked, for a time. But our oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now, we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Oh, excellent. We've got a bit of a drinker. Laboratory access. Status sealed. Unseal the entrance. Okay. I didn't know which door was sealed. I imagine it's going to be that one. Let's just check. Nothing else is open. Glacier water. Yeah, nothing else seems accessible. I don't care for these balconies. It feels like we're being watched. They're always so much darker up there, it seems. Oh, this? Oh, I guess we gave up with the facade of decor. Went straight back into industry, but this is the lab. It's going to be no nonsense. What are those tanks full of? Right, you two stay close.
Wow, look at the size of this basement. If someone back home wanted to make a secret lab, they'd have to put it in a closet.
A secret lab in a closet wouldn't get you very many results, I don't think. There is an armed guard and sentry drones.
Got it. Heads down.
That kind of worries me. Oh!
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
It's okay. It's with no need to resort to violence, but I am the one asking questions.
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking.
I don't think I'm here to kill you is the best way to start a conversation. Neither is pulling out my guns, so process of elimination. But more importantly, I'm probably not going to kill her anyway, because I really don't think she's up to anything maleferous. I'm here to blow the lid off your alien conspiracy.
My what conspiracy?
You know, the
Let's talk about
extraterrestrials.
this. Please, I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
Yeah, I want to talk. I'm listening. The alien theory, it did seem a little far-fetched.
Just give me a second to explain myself. If you still want to shoot me, at least it'll be for an accurate reason. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
Hey, let the lady
You can write me
speak.
up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
Oh. Oh, so it's not that there are terrestrials here that we're fighting. It's that we haven't been able to grow native plant life and crops. And the cysty pigs. Okay. This... It's startling, but it doesn't explain the research I found. I imagine the corporate guards are here because of the nature of her research being so confidential and classified. But back on track, this doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle.
Adapting humans to
I believe
ingest.
that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms.
Yes!
That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Okay. Now it all makes sense. Now it really does make sense. So, well, the adaptation, it clearly didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
I'm surprised you don't have more support from the board, honestly, because you burnt through a lot of valuable scientists and you arrived at 0 solutions.
There are other teams. We didn't want to experiment on human test subjects, so we used the only resources we had. Each other. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
The Cornelius Vanderbilt? Isn't that one of the assault cruisers patrolling Halcyon?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
I just want to like throw it out there that Ellie and Pavati had greatly different reactions to the ships going missing there. So, I do wonder though, was it that the ships disappeared without a trace, or did something happen to them? Colonists might get unruly if they realise there was only one boot on their neck, maybe. I mean, Lilia, it doesn't seem like they've got trouble keeping the peace. It doesn't sound like everyone wants to rise up. Maybe it leaves them vulnerable to the likes of the iconoclasts. However, I don't really think this is going to be about enforcing their rule. Lilia sent me after a conspiracy, but it looks like clearly I found a cover-up instead.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
Oh, of course. Well, so I don't want to kill you. I don't want to share your name. You know, I want this to be between us if we can. So, but the board wants to adapt the entire population of Halcyon. That's their one of their, irons in the fire for a solution.
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
I'm not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Wait, if the colony is starving, when I release, or if I get to release, the colonists on board the Hope, they won't be able to feed them all. Wait, did they set the Hope colony ship adrift on purpose because they knew they couldn't feed them all? Oh, right. That's something to bring up with Phineas, maybe. That's a conspiracy theory of my own I need to brew up. Enough talk. I kind of got what I came for. Where do we go from here, then?
You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here.
I'm not going to shoot you.
If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
Phineas Wells? Oh, do I send him? What do you think Ellie, you first. What do you think?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I'm glad to know you've got my
Everything I
back.
did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
I don't want to hear from you just for a second. Pavati, what about you?
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
I could send her to Phineas. Phineas seems convinced that saving the Hope will give us the minds we need to save Halcyon. Does Phineas realize that we're all starving? That we can't sustain ourselves on what we're growing out here? I don't know what to do. Right. Because I've restored MSI to the board, with Sanjar and Zora in charge, that is what's gonna ground me in the decision of telling her to keep working with the board, because I can't, in good conscience, send her to work with Phineas, not really knowing... He has an agenda. And he might be open with the agenda of taking down the board and bringing back Hope's colonists, but there's something else there, and until I know what that is, I'm not going to subject anyone else to working with Phineas. So, hopefully, between you working with the board and Sanjal being part of the board, hopefully you'll get to a good solution.
You won't regret this. I'm still far from the breakthrough I need, but you're at least giving me a chance. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
I need to work on my persuade. Look, because I can't persuade you, what about if I gave you, I don't know, 2,808 reasons?
That'll do, sucker.
Oi, you
Now move
cheeky
along.
bastard.
The doc has a lot of work ahead of her. Tidying up and such.
You gonna help? Oh, is that her last colleague? That was it. Lorelei Farl, alive, life signs minimal, stasis active. Subjects will need medical treatments beyond our current understanding before any attempt at extraction is made. You should have let me go, Law. I drew the short straw. It was my turn. I don't think I'm strong enough to go on without you. I'll never stop searching for a way to bring you back. If I fail, may the architect annotate your place in the equation. That poor woman having to go through all of this. You know, having all that pressure. And honestly, they should have turned to human test subjects because multiple minds are greater than one. You know, they've just diminished their resource, you know, of their team. And I know they don't want to work on human subjects. It's abhorrent, really. However, when the stakes are this high... What, there's 5 on their team originally? That would have only been 4 people. And I know there's still 4 people with lives and jobs and loved ones, etc. But weighing those 4 lives against feeding the entire colony, I think you could probably weigh it up. And you can ask for volunteers. You could brief them and say, we need volunteers. But then again, it's the board, so volunteer in their mind will be, you do this or you die. Well, I can level up. I'm going to have a fix. I want to see my stats all as they should be. I want persuade. It's as simple as that. I want to be able to persuade, and right now I'm not doing a great job at persuading anyone. Perks. I don't really know what to take perk-wise anymore. At some point we'll go into science weapons, but right now I'm going to choose precision, which will give my companions 15% critical chance. That'll help them along. We do need to return to Lilia and give her the news of what's going on. It seems like now it's time for Parvati's date. We'll go back to the Unreliable. We'll head to the Groundbreaker. We'll check with Parvati that she's alright and ready to go. And then check with Lilia while Parvati has her date. And maybe Fallbrook, because I want to see how this insurance plan pans out. I did actually also have what Phineas sent me here to do. We wanted to go to the minister's residence. Yeah, I do need to talk to his guards. Okay, let's go try find a bar then. We'll find a bar. We'll see if we can meet up with his guards. They might give us a clue as to how to break in.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
By saying you're supposed to be here makes me think you're not supposed to be here.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm wondering what you're doing here.
Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something?
It really does.
Laws, I knew it! You got me. I'm caught, aren't I?
And you've been caught by me, but look, you're in big trouble, Buster. Now, why don't you just tell me what you did?
I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay?
Oh, that's innocent.
Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then.
That's more on you. Just calm down then. Tell me what happened, but I imagine this is you forgot to lock their cages and they ran away.
They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals.
Well, how am I supposed to tell them apart? I could look for them, maybe. How does that sound?
Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats.
Can I?
They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green.
Yeah, that's the important
Please,
bit.
do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course.
Of course. That little last bit you added on for science, of course, that makes me think you want them for something else. Hopefully it's just to bury them and say goodbye. You really are attached to these little sprats though, aren't you?
They're for my, research.
No, come on. Out with it.
Oh, very well. It's true. I do run studies on them at the lab, but I also have a special connection with them. See, I'm an enormous fan of all my colonists. The early seasons, before the plotlines got tacky. You must have seen the classic episodes.
I don't even know what that is. Just tell me what it has to do with your sprats.
Well, I name all my sprats after my favorite characters. That way, their stories can live on in rodent form. So you see, it's imperative that I get them all back.
You must be then a massive fan of whatever that sitcom was. So, your sprats, what are their names?
Not just names. They all have backstories,
No,
too.
I just want their names so I know what to call.
Lord Reginald Kim III, Lady Philippa Farnsworth, Vonda von Vermington, Haroon Greenlee, Iskander Emmanuel Sanchez, and Evelyn Ensley Okoye.
Oh, I can't believe I'm asking this. Who are Lord and Lady Reginald and Philippa?
Ah, she's the chief executive of Farnsworth Incorporated, and a fearless captain of industry. He's a mercurial shareholder. They're in a rather tumultuous marriage contract.
Okay, and Vonda?
She's an ambitious shareholder in Farnsworth Incorporated who wants more than stock. Or does she? It's difficult to tell what exactly she's after, but she is trying to seduce both Lord Reginald and Lady Philippa.
Is this something that you'll carry on that's basically just fan fiction at this point, and this is no basis of the original Aetherwave drama? Okay, so I'm curious about Harun Greenlee and Iskander Emmanuel Sanchez.
So is everyone. Harun is a mysterious young man with amnesia.
Okay.
His backstory's still a work in progress.
Oh, okay.
Iskander is Lady Philippa's trusty assistant. He's trying to seduce Vonda.
There's a lot of seduction going on. Let me guess, Harun Greenlee's gonna get his memory back and something's gonna happen and, I don't know, he's gonna be the most important character all of a sudden. And who's Evelyn Ensley Okoye?
She's a member of Farnsworth Incorporated's regulatory board. A wise woman with a sharp tongue and a heart of gold.
Who's she trying to seduce? No one, okay. What? Hang on a minute, what am I doing? I don't need to hear about any of this.
Something else?
What are the maintenance tunnels beneath Byzantium for? I don't know. Maintenance. I'm not asking him that. That's the stupidest question I've ever thought to ask. Exterminate mechanicals into tunnels. You've got a bit of a sprat problem in Byzantium, do you?
To deal with the sewer sprats, of course. They're quite the nuisance.
Okay. You do seem surprised that I would help you.
I still am. After all, I'm a person of very little influence and only middling prospects. No one does favors for free. But I must say, I'm far too distressed to think critically about your suspiciously kind offer.
More people should just simply do kind things for one another. Look, we'll have a look. Don't say I don't take you to all the best places. Now, about what I expected to see. Let's just check all our gear is in top-notch condition. Right. And try not to touch anything. And if you see any white sprats, please don't shoot them, because I'm a little worried that I'm going to shoot them. Here, sprats. Hello? Come on. No, I don't want to hurt you. No, come here, little fella. Fella, come on. Come on. Here. No, yep, got him. Okay. Hello? I found another one. Come on. Give me... No, oh, no, wait. It's just a common sewer sprat. No, but you're not. You're not a common sewer sprat. Come here. Come here. Come on. There we go. That's two. Oh, a mag pick. And... I mean, I don't really need any of it, but I'll take it. Bypass shunt. We all... Oh. Oh! Right. I thought they were friendly towards humans for a moment, but... Let's just deal with these.
That's the last of them.
They're only sprats. How much harm can they do? Oh, the poor little things. Oh. That's a lot of dead sprats. I'm beginning to get a little worried that maybe Lord and Lady Philippa aren't coming home today. This is a barred door. Right. I mean, waste not, want not.
Not a peep from me.
Yeah, let's just get a fix. There we go. I mean, we could sneak around, but honestly, it's just so much less hassle if we just shoot. They're only drones. Take all whatever we can find. It looks like whatever's down here has long been abandoned to the sprats.
It ain't Stealing if no one sees?
I mean, it's not stealing if it's been a bit. Oh, hello. Oh. No. Careful. Where have you gone? No, you gotta be careful. There's mechanicals out here that want to kill you. I'm weirdly a sucker for these little sprats. I think it's their big bulbous eyes. Right, we're taking care of the drones.
System.
Because I don't want anything to come to harm down here. Hello? Are you... Iskander Emmanuel Sanchez? Oh, somehow I know that's you. He looked like a Sanchez. Oh. Oh. HPS worker. Halcyon Postal Service. Is this a post? Is a post room. Is there a sprat in here? Sprat. Come on. It's like the drones have come through and killed the postal workers. They're either programmed to do that, or they're not very intelligent drones. And they've just got a kill on sight functionality. Doesn't look like there's any post for me either. I can hear a sprat. It sounds like it's in here. Is it in here? It's not in any of the boxes or the sacks. Is it? It's not under the conveyor belts. It sounds very close. And... Hello? There you are. Knew he was close. I could hear him chirping away. That's where I came down. Is it? Is this where I came down? I think... Yeah, I did come down here. Then I went that way. This is where I got distracted by destroying all of the drones. Hello? Come on. Come on, sprats. Oh, poor little fella. Come on. I didn't destroy these, did I? Definitely didn't destroy all of these. Okay.
Their mistake.
No. Ow. No, I helped you. Bloody hell, they've taken... Oh, hello. You're a big boy. Oh, my word. Go. Down. Oh, flipping hell. Kobolos? You know it's a big sprat when it's got a name.
I was hoping we could bring him home. You'd let me have a giant sprat, right, Captain? So long as I fed it?
I would, if he behaved and he didn't try to kill us all.